Galaxy S27 Ultra. Internal sources are calling it the revival. Samsung is reaching back into its golden era, all the way to the Galaxy S9, to bring back features we thought were dead, now supercharged with 2nm technology. The biggest bombshell is the return of variable aperture. Back in 2018, the Galaxy S9 shocked the world with a mechanical lens that could physically open and close. For the S27 Ultra, Samsung is reviving this with a 200-megapixel ISOCELL HP6 sensor. This isn't just a gimmick. With a massive 1-inch equivalent sensor, the depth of field becomes incredibly shallow. By bringing back the mechanical aperture, Samsung allows you to switch between a wide-open f1.4 for natural bokeh and an f4.0 for tack-sharp landscapes. It solves the blur issues found in modern ultra cameras, giving you real optical physics instead of glitchy software processing. The design is also shifting. The S27 Ultra is tipped to ditch the boxy corners for the ergonomic curve. This isn't the accidental touch-prone screen of the past, but a refined, comfortable chassis inspired by the S9 Plus. We're seeing a new satin titanium finish that offers a silk-like feel with a superior grip. The camera layout is also getting a total overhaul, moving toward a horizontal camera bar with sapphire glass and a physical privacy shield that can cover the lenses when not in use. Under the hood, this device is a literal supercomputer. It will be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 6, built on a 2nm process. This chip offers a 40% jump in NPU performance for on-device AI, allowing the phone to predict your entire workflow. The S27 Ultra is rumored to be the first device capable of running a full desktop-class OS environment through DeX without overheating. Battery technology is finally evolving past the 5,000 mAh ceiling. The S27 Ultra is reportedly debuting a silicon-carbon battery, allowing for a staggering 6,000 mAh cell inside a thinner frame. Charging speeds are also getting a boost to 65-watt wired and a new magnetic Qi 2 wireless system for perfect alignment every time. For the display, Samsung is introducing the Polar ID system. This is the second major S9 revival, evolving the old iris scanner into a sub-display biometric system. It creates a 3D facial map and iris scan that is completely invisible onto the screen. No notches, no cutouts. Just a solid 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED 3X slab with a peak brightness of 2,800 nits. The S Pen is getting a haptic tip that uses tiny vibrations to simulate the feeling of writing on paper, glass, or chalkboard. To handle the new AI era, the S27 Ultra will start at 16 GB of LPDDR6 RAM, with a top-tier 24 GB variant for power users. Storage will jump to UFS 5.0, doubling the read and write speeds of current flagships, making 8K video transfers nearly instantaneous. In a market where everyone is playing it safe, Samsung is using the S27 Ultra to make a statement. By fusing the best hardware from the S9 with 2027's cutting-edge power, they're creating the ultimate flagship. This device is shaping up to be a mobile workstation, a professional creative studio, and a technological powerhouse. The S9 was a legend, but the S27 Ultra is the evolution of that legend. The revival is coming, and it's going to change everything. Samsung launched its flagship S26 series on February 25th last year. Following last year's timeline, the upcoming S27 series may also debut in January or February next year. The lineup has already seen a bunch of leaks, and now a fresh one has appeared hinting at design changes for the S27 Ultra. Notably, Samsung has been using the same design for its flagship Ultra model since the launch of S22 Ultra. However, things may be different with S27 Ultra. According to prolific leaker Ice Universe, Samsung may drop the familiar vertical camera layout in favor of a horizontal bar, reminiscent of Google's Pixel phones or even the Galaxy S10. Camera changes. The leak mentions that the phone will miss out on 3x telephoto lens from the S26 Ultra may be removed. This could leave the S27 Ultra with a triple rear camera system instead of 4. The renders shared online show a pill-shaped camera bar running across the back of the phone. Some speculate that missing lenses could be hidden within the bar, though nothing is confirmed as of yet. Besides the redesigned camera, the S27 Ultra is expected to retain curved corners in the S Pen. The design shift may also enable Qi 2 wireless S charging, lineup and launch. A report from South Korea claims Samsung will launch 4 models in the S27 family: the S27, S27 Plus, S27 Pro, and S27 Ultra. The Pro model is said to be a smaller version of the Ultra without the S Pen. If Samsung sticks to its usual schedule, the Galaxy S27 series should debut in January on February 2027. Samsung Galaxy S27 Ultra camera details have started to surface in early leaks, giving us the first look at what Samsung might bring to the flagship phone's imaging setup in 2027. While the phone is still far from official, tipsters hint at some notable camera direction that could shape how the next Ultra stands against competitors. According to the latest reports, Samsung could use a newer main sensor for the Galaxy S27 Ultra, believed to be a 200MP unit called the ISOCELL HP6 with a 1/1.3-inch size. This would follow the previous Ultra models, but with some expected improvements in image quality and video. There are also claims that Samsung might upgrade the ultra-wide camera and the mid-range zoom sensor, though specifics remain unclear. Any change here could help close the gap with rival phones that have pushed ahead with larger, higher resolution components. Not all leaks agree on improvements. Some sources suggest Samsung could stick with older camera hardware used in earlier Galaxy Ultra models rather than adopting newer generation sensors from partners like Sony. That would mean the S27 Ultra could carry over the same 200MP sensor from past generations, limiting how much the imaging system evolves. This approach might help keep costs down and simplify production, but it also raises questions about the device's ability to compete with other brands that are adopting larger and more advanced camera sensors. What this means for mobile photography. If Samsung does refresh the main sensor with HP6 technology, users may see cleaner images in varied light conditions and better video capture. An upgraded ultra-wide lens could also add versatility for landscape and group shots. But if the company reuses existing parts, photography gains may be modest and more reliant on software processing than hardware. Early takeaway. At this stage, Galaxy S27 Ultra camera details are still rumors and should be treated with caution. Samsung has yet to confirm specs, and leaks can change over time. But early signs point to either a modest step forward in camera hardware or a repeat of existing tech with refinements. Depending on Samsung's final choices, Samsung has been using the same Galaxy Ultra design for many generations at this point. That's something they intend to improve with the Samsung Galaxy S27 Ultra. We've come across a leak that seems to confirm a complete design overhaul for next year's Ultra handset. The phone will look something like this. No, the leaker did not provide these renders. It's just a preview based on the rumored details about the design. Ice Universe learned that Samsung may not include the smaller 3x telephoto lens on the back anymore. The leak does concern us about the Galaxy S27 Ultra's position if there are just 3 cameras. Doesn't it just become a regular Galaxy S27 Plus if that's the case? In Samsung's defense, though, the 3x telephoto function might merge with a single periscope telephoto lens on the Ultra. Here you can check out Samsung price catalog that shows the newly released Galaxy S26 series. In the latest A series, you won't be missing a thing, and this little change makes the manufacturing and design that much more practical. Vivo X300 Ultra gets away with the best camera setup using only 3 lenses. So why not the Galaxy S27 Ultra? Besides the design, we hear this phone might get a storage speed upgrade. According to U1122, the Galaxy S27 series is being considered for a storage upgrade to UFS 5.0. This new standard could take the read speeds all the way up to 10.8 gigabits per second. The older UFS 4.1 could only hit 5.8 gigabits per second. These sorts of storage speeds could only be supported by a flagship SoC. We hear Samsung is putting together the hardware, all planned around the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 6 Pro. That's a 2nm SoC, and it will probably hit a theoretical 5 GHz clock speed. They could also use a 1-inch 200MP sensor on this phone. There's still plenty to be discovered about the S27 Ultra. Keep watching the news for updates. We're several months away from Samsung launching the Galaxy S27 Ultra, but rumors about the company's next flagship phone have started to pop up. The latest comes from prominent Samsung leaker Ice Universe, who shared a set of images that could feature the new design for the S27 Ultra. The biggest change appears to be to the phone's camera bar. Surprisingly, it appears to be quite similar to Google's Pixel phones or a throwback to the Galaxy S10. The original image shows a black camera bar running horizontally across the back of the phone in a pillbox shape. Ice Universe posted a second image where the pill is outlined in the same colorway as the phone. The new array does appear to be missing two lenses compared to the Galaxy S26 Ultra, but perhaps those are hidden in the bar? It's a big departure from the vertical look Samsung has featured since the Galaxy S21 Ultra. The Galaxy S10 featured a flush rectangle camera bar, which was replaced by a square design in the corner with S20 beyond the camera array. There doesn't appear to be any other exterior changes to the S27 Ultra. It still features curved corners and an S Pen. The pen is nice to see, considering rumors have claimed Samsung wants to ditch it. I am curious whether this design is real. It suggests that Samsung might be moving the camera to enable Qi 2 charging, something the Galaxy